You talked about sort of the surveying you did in your community, getting data and sort of learning some things you didn't expect from it. And that feels like, when any organization is looking at their membership and how they align, what are the benefits to which tier? That's a huge part of the exercise. Do you mind talking a little bit more about that process for people?
Yep. So we used Greater Analytics, which is a company out of Baltimore, Maryland. And we first thing we did was we started our member satisfaction surveys, which is an extensive survey, which we do quarterly. And then we created a survey tool of what types of services do individuals want. So that's kind of where we started. So we got all this information of this is what they wanted. They wanted more things than fitness. So they wanted to see art, they wanted to see taekwondo, nutrition. Nutrition came up extremely high on those survey results. So after we got those survey results back, we then designed another survey to ask them do you want an all-inclusive membership? Do you want to be able to pick and grab? And created a survey to ask, how do they want the membership models to form? Do you want just a basic model membership? And created the survey to kind of gather how we should build the survey. And what we thought was going to happen, everyone was going to say, we want an all-inclusive, everything's included, and here's the price point. We tested price points with them to say, what would you pay for this? What would you pay for that? To kind of come up with what our price range was going to be as well.
Oh, very cool. And so you talked a little bit too, I'm curious, just said like, hey, we realized at the time we had like 30 to 40 different membership types. So this is super common. We hear this all the time, especially when we're going through like system migration. It's a time when people look at that stuff a lot. How did you work through going from that to the new? And I know you gave some extra consideration of trying to respect the legacy, but you're trying to move everyone to the new model. Like that's a pretty tough thing to do. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, so we were kind of lucky because we opened a new facility right in the middle of COVID. And so we had the opportunity to test it at that location of how they were looking. Now we did still have kind of a senior membership and a single parent family membership at that facility. But when you look at when you look at the membership types that we created, it didn't really affect members. Our marketing team, Claudia and her team, is just absolutely amazing on how we communicate it to members. And we kind of did a step approach to letting them know that, okay, you could downgrade, you could upgrade, because the youth membership was one that really kind of was that upgrade. It went from, somebody who was paying $20 a month, that was the age of 13, to 17 to they now pay $36 a month. And we have quite a few individuals in that 13 to 17 age group now. And so we just did a lot of communication to our members, did it in stages, and it was really interesting because we had anticipated that we were going to have like 30 to 35% that downgraded. I don't remember the number that did, and it was a lot lower than what we anticipated was going to downgrade. And Vanessa may be able to look that up and put it in the chat if she remembers, because that was a long time ago that we had made that transition. So we did a lot of communication. We grandfathered some individuals in because we also had all of these other special exceptions. And it took us till about February of this year to get rid of all of those grandfathers and so forth, to have everybody in the membership types that we have, the Y Starter, which is an individual, and Y Premium, and then Y Your Way.